Never mind.
Oh, mine. Steam's just like, you want to do anything. Oh, I'm just gonna freeze, and then your whole computer, everything else is gonna freeze, and then you'll have to press Control Delete like 100 times to actually have anything happen, and then you'll still have to restart your computer. Because I am just a douchebag like that. In the meantime, I'm like,
Oh, God. What just happened? Did I get laid?
what?
Isn't that from like a show or something? No, isn't that from like a show where like something really weird happens? And that's how the guy responds.
I don't know, but if that was the kind of sound you associate with getting laid, then woo!
Yeah, I know.
Got some issues, mister.
Tell you one thing, I expect one hell of a time when I get laid.
Everybody in the South says fixin' to do. I'm fixin' to do. Like, we were at Walmart one time, this woman's like, that box is fixin' to fall off your cart. And then I just asked this person.
It makes it sound like the box is planning to fall off.
Yeah. It's like, it has its own consciousness. It's going to do it.
That's what it sounds like. It's fixing to fall off. You better watch it.
You better keep your eye on it. Or else it'll fall off your cart. And then you'll have to pick it up and put it back on your cart. Oh no!
Dishwasher. It would actually be pretty interesting to watch him play Spike. Cowboy Bebop.
I think he could do a good Spike. If he
I think he could too.
if he was awake
but...
during the movie.
If he was awake, I think he could pull it off. Less Flat. Brought to you by Dave.
Dun 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 dun.
Flat is justice.
There was this person on the Pokemon community forums, and their signature and avatar were Mayushi. So I went on their profile and I was like, doo doo doo. It was awesome.
It should have been like Flat is justice. It'd be weird if some random person commented on your profile saying that Flat is justice.
You need to move these trees back.
That's kind of how they are. They're just like right in front of it.
So for those of you who are still watching the video, this...
Are you recording?
Yes, I am. This is Route 4. You can't tell right now because we're not done. But it is. So accept it. I said accept it.
You whore.
Okay, that's Mount Moon over there. And this is Route 4. And that's Route 3 over there. And this is the desert. And that is an NPC village that we blew up and flooded with water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gods weren't happy about it.
No, the priest would not come out of the priest wouldn't come out, so we had to light everybody on fire. It was a sad day for the village. It probably wasn't very sad because they were dead, but they could have lived if they had just complied with our demands.
If they weren't dead.
So Brennan has been singing the Spice Girls song that he wants to be my lover all the time. It's kind of creepy.
If you want to be my lover. It's catchy.
You gotta have sex with friends, cause I don't remember the rest of the words.
Cause we want
Did I break this?
I don't know.
Did I break this? Did I break this?
Break what?
I think I broke this.
Break what?
What do I do here?
What are you talking about?
Right here. Right in here.
Well, it's gonna go like this, and then it's gonna go down.
So I did it wrong. It's okay. I got it. I got it. I'll fix it.
Yay. That tree. Oh my gosh, these trees.
What tree? What tree? Whoa. Wait.
Tree.
Where?
It's like this. It's
Where
right
are
next to us. It's like this giant.
Where are you?
Right
that
next to
tree?
you.
That tree? Yeah. I see the tree.
Yeah.
It's still growing too. It's like a penis.
Ew.
It's just. I don't even know how.
Okay, I feel like we have to put a disclaimer on this now.
We will. We say the word penis and vagina. And only because I just said vagina, do we say vagina in the video.
I like how you would say that for your disclaimer. I'm pretty sure you have the disclaimer so you don't have to say that.
I remember in Dinner for Schmucks.
Just so you know, we're gonna say fuck, shit, and tits. Should just be a wolf. It's like that's not how it works.
I remember in Dinner for Schmucks, the creepy English guy, he's like, I have this small ranch outside of the city. Actually, it's enormous. He's like, it's enormous if you actually measure. But the zebra mother, she was in labor, and at the 23rd hour, she was in breach. So I just thrust my hand in and I turned the guy around, and he's like, "Do you know what it's like to be elbow deep in a zebra's vagina?" No. It was. Do you know what it's like to be up to your elbow in a zebra's vagina?
That was interesting, and no, I did not. I don't know if I'll ever understand that feeling.
and then the guy's like, "No, I haven't." He's like, "You should. It's magical." Such a funny video. If you want to be Brandon's lover, you gotta have sex with his bad.
David.
Whoa!
With my bed?
Yeah, I don't know. Rhymes with friends, kind of.
If I came into my room and I saw someone like having sex in my bed, I'm gonna tell you one thing: I'm probably not gonna be their lover. In fact, I'm gonna call the cops.
Oh, dude, my friend at church said the funniest thing the other day. We were talking. I don't know if I told you we were talking about Chewy Chips Ahoy, and how I like the chewy ones over the like the fudge-filled chewy ones, because the chewy ones are just the regular chewy ones are better. And he was like,
Okay.
like all nonchalantly, he was like, "I don't usually like chewy things, unless it's Chewbacca."
What? What's going on?
Because Chewbacca's chewy.
No, I got yeah. That's okay.
And he also he told us about his most embarrassing thing that happened in college. He was like at this table, you know, and he was like the only guy at his table, right?
Okay.
And he wanted to bring attention to himself, saying that, you know, he was the only guy of his sex at the table, right? So,
Okay.
so he ended up saying, "I'm sexually lonely."
Why would you say that?
If you think about it, it makes sense, because at the table he's the only one of his sex. But he said all the conversations at like the surrounding tables just stopped.
It's so bizarre.
Woo.
I'm sexually lonely.
Yeah, it was hilarious. When he told me that. When he told me that. It was awesome. You know,
He told you that.
Matt just messaged me on Facebook, and he's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "Do you play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore?" And I'm like, "Not really." He's like, "You're coming back soon, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, at the beginning of January." And he's like,
Oh God.
"Can I have your Black Wings?" And I'm like, "No."
It's messed up.
He's like, "Can I just borrow them? You know, I might be going to regionals." I'm like, "No." Because you can
Hell no.
You can make a Blackwing deck for like...
Aren't they hella cheap now?
Yeah, you can make a Blackwing deck for like $20. Because everything that you
Yeah, so
need
why
came
do you-
out in that Duelist pack. Value's out super rare, so it's only worth $5. Half of the synchros are either rare or super rare. It's kind of ridiculous.
This is bad. It's just like, I don't know.
It's a
Cheap.
cheap ass. He's cheap, but all of his decks have to be highest rarity, so it's really stupid.
That's exactly how it is.
He makes me want to punch things named Matt in the face.
And then for me, like everyone just takes all my rare cards. I'm like, it's like all I do.
Yeah, I feel bad that they got rid of your Glad deck.
Well, it's too late now.
That's how Clark is. He just trades stuff. He traded my first edition Plague Spreader Zombie. I was very upset.
And he never looked back.
He's like, we don't need a Plague Spreader. I'm like, I pulled that out of a tin. Back when it was still $50. In a pack of all rares. It seriously was all rares. It was really intense.
I think you told me about that.
It's like every single rare in the entire set and a Plague Spreader. I was like jizzing in my pants. No, excuse me. I was exuding all over the
I'm
place.
glad I wasn't there. You were exuding while jizzing in your pants.
I was doing both. At
That's
the
just way too much
same
excitement for me.
time, everyone is like, do you think we will achieve world peace within 50 years? No.
Wait, you actually think it's possible? Who said that?
Facebook is asking me.
Why would they even consider that a possibility?
I don't know. It's a
Have
sponsored.
they,
it's
have
a,
they
it's
read
a,
history books?
it's a sponsored research poll, so it's gotta have.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
I would just.
It's probably some study. Young
I'm just
adults
like,
of this
have you
age
read
do not
history
think that the world peace will be achieved within the something like that. It's like how it is in Watchmen. I think it only can be really achieved through fear.
To be honest, that actually makes sense because if you're not fearful, then you're gonna just break rules.
Well, when you're fearful, you can unite with other people who are just as scared.
Well, then it's easier to control you.
Yeah, and they talk about that actually in Naruto as well, near the end, because that's why they're getting all the
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You don't
Whoa.
read it. You don't read it.
You're about to like spoil everything. I'm gonna read it.
It's
One
like
day I'm gonna sit.
it's
and
like a
spring
heck of-
break. I'm gonna like
no,
sit down and read
it's
the
heck
whole
of
thing.
chapters ago, like days ago, like
No, don't you?
like years ago. They talked about that, like in the anime too, like before a heck of people died.
Fine.
They said they just wanted
Maybe
they
I
wanted to
saw
get they wanted to get the Jinchurikis because they want to have a weapon that they can sell to people, and then everyone will be in fear that someone else is going to get it, so they will have like a world peace kind of thing. That makes sense. I think I said it right. Grass is like a virus in this game, people.
I'm gonna replace the trees with glowstones so I can get the counting accurately. We can place these right where they're supposed to go.
Yeah,
or
that's
they
what we
just
used to do, but you
perfectly.
decided to just have seizures with the trees and plant them all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna start doing glowstone again.
Oh, that's it time.
Hi, I'm Brennan. I like trees.
Trees. Trees.
That is all. Indeed, indeed. Ocean deadly. What did you just break?
Huh?
What did you just break?
Your mom?
It's
Oh.
disgusting.
I went like this, and then I was like, oh yeah.
Okay, that was, yeah. Alright.
Is it acceptable, sir?
Yeah, I'll... Yeah.
Gosh.
Okay.